This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
It'll also make them tight as well, so you just have to be on your toes every second.
Well, he was right on the tailgate of Jeb Burton in that number 13.
Well, he's too high! He's too high!
Oh, but he's back up to full speed.
And inside the top 10. And I know just wanting to be a part of that battle for the lead.
Had a pedal right there. He got a little bit wide off for turn 2.
Trouble for the 0-5, Travis Quapple.
Such a good truck, too. Given that Zaxby struck a good ride, Travis Quapple. Looks like it's going up in smoke.
Just go to the garage. We don't need to run all down this pit road here.
That's Mike Bean, crew chief, saying just go straight to the garage. He felt something pulled out of line just as the smoke started.
First caution.
Don't slide your tires. That's key. If you're going to take fuel only, you can't slide your tires.
Hermie Sadler.
Steve, this race is being called for Johnny Sauter by veteran crew chief Jeff Hensley. He is guiding Johnny Sauter into his pit stall, having to dodge around the 31 of Ben Kennedy. Obviously, it'll be fuel only. No adjustment for Johnny Sauter. They're counting down. 3, 2, 1, go. 98 is down and away.
Boy, they didn't get much fuel in there, Michael. That one's going to be close.
No, and they got out of there. I was worried about that fuel can getting hung up, Phil. You talked about no mistakes. Johnny did his job. He got to pit road, no tires sliding at all. And then the crew's got to get that can engaged and then disengaged before he leaves, and they did their job as well. Hopefully they got enough gas in it.
And the 31 truck of Ben Kennedy stalled on pit road.
See some NASCAR officials were walking out to that truck to push it out of the way.
Could that precipitate a caution?
There's some open pits right there, so they may just push that into an open pit stall. There's Jeff Hensley right there, Johnny Sauter's crew chief.
Ray Dunlap.
When Johnny Sauter came down pit road, Matt Crafton was about to follow him, but his crew chief, Junior Joyner, said, stay out. Let's lead a lap. We'll get the bonus point. They've done that. Now, they could go another 3 laps, and they thought there might be a caution because of that number 31 on the track. They're the leader of the race. They can go at least 2 more right now, and they'll be to the pit road to get their final splash and go of fuel.
I'll tell you, if he runs out of gas right now, he's going to regret that decision to stay out and get that point. He actually stayed out yet another lap here. So I think Matt Crafton needs to get to pit road now. We have 6 laps to go, 5.5 laps to go for Matt Crafton. There's no way he can make it the rest of the way.
And you know what is interesting, Phil? He was in touch with the leader. If he can just have maybe a second less of fuel on his pit stop, that could be
Should have been saving a long time ago to do it, though. I think it's too risky. I'd love to do it, buddy, more than you know. That's it.
At Texas, he stretched his fuel to win it.
Next time by.
He's
Just
saying,
seconds of gas. You got to get everything. I don't care about tires. Get it all.
Just 5 laps remaining.
what about his crew chief? I don't care if you slide the tires. Just get here as fast as you can. We're going to put 2 seconds of gas in it, and you're going to go win this thing on cords if that's what it takes.
That's going to take a lot to get him in and out in front of Johnny Sauter. Johnny Sauter had a little bit of a gap in front of him. This is going to be tight, and this is going to be the race right here between the 98 and the 88. Did the 98 get enough gas? And will the 88 execute this pit stop? That's going to be the race for the win.
Right now, the 98, 31 seconds behind Matt Crafton as he slows down. There's Johnny Sauter right there going in turn 1.
So Johnny Sauter gave up the lead on lap 92 to pit. Now, Matt Crafton, the leader, has to hit pit road with just 5 to go.
Hey, Steve, this is chassis number 35, the exact same truck that went to victory lane at Texas. He stops on his mark. They plug in. 1, 2, almost 3 seconds for a fuel. Matt Crafton back to the track. He will exit the end of pit road, and Johnny Sauter is at the start-finish line.
Remember, Matt has to stay below the blend line, but you can go pretty fast down there, can't you, Brad?
Oh, this is going to be close. It's going to be really close. They're going to come on the pit road almost side by side right here.
Check that out.
He's 5 back. He's 1 back. He's going to look to your outside. You're racing him for the win right here. You're clear.
Wow.
Did Johnny get enough gas? That's the question now. Did he get enough gas? And can Matt draft off him and make a last lap slingshot pass?
Well,
He's going to have 3 to go this time at the line.
Matt's Matt's truck is just as strong as Johnny's. Earlier, we talked about strategy. That certainly played out with people running out of gas and mistakes on pit road. And now these two trucks with just a splash at the end, their strategy is to position themselves to win this race. Who's in the right position? Is it Johnny or is it Matt?
Do they have enough gas to go 6 miles? That's the question.
That's a gallon and a half is all that is. Looks like Matt closed in a couple truck lengths on Johnny Sauter right there. There's Jeff Hensley. First race on top of the pit box for Johnny Sauter.
We've talked about how important that draft is. That's the perfect distance right there for Matt Crafton to really start gaining on Johnny Sauter. He's got the draft right now. Can he drive up to him?
Let's look at his lap times this time by, Michael. See if he's gaining.
Good battle for third right there. Ron Hornaday, Taylor Malsom. Teammates locked up in the battle for Turner Scott Motorsports.
Oh, man, this is drama.
Battle for the lead on your left.
It doesn't look like Crafton really gained on Sauter.
No.
As a matter of fact, looks like he may have lost a little bit of ground. But we certainly have a great battle for third there, right side of your screen.
Malsom pulls up to the bumper.
They're coming down to get the white flag. It's going to be a battle between Johnny Sauter and Matt Crafton.
One more time.
White flag, 2 miles left.
That means the next flag will end this thing. Will not be a green-white checker.
Johnny Sauter's got this baby in hand. Gets around the lap truck here.
I believe that's the 8 truck of Joe Nemechek. Right now, Joe's solidly up with a 10th place position here. Johnny's going to draft off him a little bit. Joe's going to move over, give Johnny the outside. Crafton closes in, Steve.
Turn 4. Johnny Sauter looks like he's going to hang on, and he will take the checkered flag.
That's a statement win to get him to the points lead.
10th win in the Camping World Truck Series for Johnny Sauter.
And if you like speed, we've talked about speed for 2 days. You just watched the fastest race in the history of the series. You saw the fastest qualifying speed in the history of the series, and now the fastest race.
How about Thor Sport Racing with a 1-2 finish?
Thank you, everybody.
And Jeff Hensley wins his first
That
race
feels good, don't it, bud?
on top of the pit box for Johnny Sauter.
Man, I just have liked Johnny Sauter since he got to Michigan. He's been confident and loving his truck and drives it to victory lane.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.